Hey guys, so again, if you haven't watched the first episode of this series, essentially I'm coming back to the game after not playing for a while, and I am seeing how hard it is to come back. I'm currently not enough dust, like I have about 1500. I want to be sitting between 3000 and 4000 for me to make a competitive deck. I also need to find out what the meta's like before I make a competitive deck, and from there I'm going to see what I can do. So I need to find a way to get more dust, and usually Arena is a great way to do that, as if you win, you usually get packs, as well as sometimes you'll get dust and gold back. I happen to already have one free Arena ticket, because if you haven't played in a while, they give you one free Arena ticket. So in order to use my Arena ticket, I'm going to give you guys a few tips. So when I used to do Arena, I used to do a few things that I really thought helped out a lot. And the first thing that I would do is I would pick classes that I'm comfortable with and classes that I felt were strong at the time. There are certain ones in Arena that get a lot more value than others. For example, Mage and Priest, I feel like get a lot of value because their power can keep minions on the board for longer. When there's not a lot of wave clear, there's not a lot of, like, people can't build their decks to be very specific. When you do get a powerful creature in Arena, it usually stays out for a long time because people don't often get the removal spells that they need. So if you can get a big creature out and keep healing it, it can stay out for longer. And with Mage, it's kind of the same thing. If you can take it out earlier, then it goes out earlier. So I may end up picking Priest in this game, just because I feel like that's what I'm comfortable with, and that's what I usually would recommend you start out doing. The next thing that I usually recommend people do is, I don't know what any of these cards are. I haven't played in over 2 years, and I literally have not seen any of these cards. So what I sometimes recommend people do is I recommend you go to tier lists. And what I do is I just go Hearthstone Arena tier lists, and I just pull up a few. And Hearth Arena pops up. They've got a decent amount. I picked Priest. So from here, I can go into here, and I could say, okay, well, let's go to this arena, and what are my picks? And I'm just going to move it over to another monitor really quick, and I'm going to do Control F, and I'm going to type in Phantom Militia. And Phantom Militia pops up. Let me see where it pops up. Hold on, I'm going to bring it back over here. So we're going to go Phantom Militia. Okay. So where did this end up popping up? Let's see. I'm not seeing it. Here it is, right down here. So the Phantom Militia is considered a new card, and it's rated a 60 on above average for rare Priest cards. And that's pretty good, right? Now, I'm not telling everyone to only rely on this. You need to actually draft a good curve. That's the most important thing. However, for your earlier cards, when you don't know what to value things at, you might need to use a tier list because you're just not sure how it works in Arena. Some cards might seem good, like this to me seems great. Mossy Horror, destroy all other minions with 2 or less attacks, but this is all other minions. This could be your minions too. So while this seems really good to me, and that looks like the guy from Monsters Inc., I just don't know if that's good yet in Arena because the meta is always a little bit different. And when you're coming back to the game, you might need to rely on this. Echo seems really cool. It means that it's repeatable the turn that you play it, so you can get 2 Taunters out. I think that's pretty strong. And then copy a card from your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. I think this is really good in Arena because you normally don't have that many draw capabilities. So I'm actually curious to see Crystalline Oracle. I bet that one's pretty high, but we'll see. All right, Crystalline Oracle is good, considered a 73 on this tier list, so it's better than the last one. And finally, let's look up Mossy Horror and see where that one ends up, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, Mossy Horror, where did that one pop up? Let's see, down here. Mossy Horror is a 74, considered good. So we have a 73 from the Crystalline Oracle, or we have a 74 from Mossy Horror. Now, it really depends. Do we want to go a little bit slower? If we want to go slower, this card's going to be great. But I don't know. I mean, it's only a 2/7, but it does kill all the other minions with 2. So I think in this case, I'm probably going to go with the Crystalline Oracle, just so I can get that curve, and I don't need to worry about killing my own creatures if I get a nice curve. Now, I'm not going to go through and do this with all of them. I'm going to look at the cards that I can visually see and think if this is a good card or not. Particularly, Bone Drake just seems good. It's a 6 cast, 6/5, and it gives you a card. And remember that card draw is kind of rough in Arena, so I think I like this better than the other ones. Give a minion +2, gains a bonus effect in your hand. That's interesting. I don't know what that means. Gains a bonus effect in your hand. So, give a minion +2/+2, period. So that's two different things. I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to go with Bone Drake. Alright, so we have a 4-cast 2/6, which is pretty good in a priest deck because the more health you have, the more likely you can use healing on it, as well as you can also use Inner Fire to pump it up. But with so many cards, I don't know what the odds of getting things like Inner Fire are. So, alright, Death Rattle, give your minions +1 attack. I feel like that's a win more card. You kill it when you want to pump up your minions. Battle Cry, destroy a minion with 1 or less attack. I feel like this could be really good because it's only a 2-cast, 1/2, and it has a lot of value. But a Taunt 2/6 is going to allow me to have a larger curve. So I'm probably going to go with this. I always like light spawns. Don't get me wrong. I like light spawns. 5-cast 4/6, that's not bad. Alright, this is a 6-cast 4/10. Battlecry, summon a random 2-cost minion for your opponent. I feel like this is good for us because it gives us this giant creature and only gives them a 2-cost. So we're going to grab that. And then, let's see. Devour Mind is copy 3 cards in your opponent's deck, add them to your hand. Again, card draw. I really like card draw in this. Destroy opponent's weapon. It's a 5-cast 5/5, not too bad. Battle Cry, you pump up a creature. I like Battle Cries that pump up your creatures because you can use them right before you attack something and your enemies might not be expecting it. And we do need the lower costs for the curve, so let's go with that. Oh, another one of those. Or copy a spell in your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. It appears to be a random spell, so I don't know how good that is. It just trades one of your cards for one of their cards. I don't think that's that good. Here's another copy 3. I'm going to go maybe get one of these just to be safe. I can work on the curve with other creatures. Alright, deal 3 damage to the enemy hero, restore your health by 3. It's a Battlecry 4-cast 3/3. That's not bad. Stealth Poisonous. This means that you can stealth and then the next turn you can attack something and kill one of his minions. So this seems really good on curve. Acolyte of Pain seems really good in a priest deck just because you can always be healing it and getting extra healing or extra damage off. But I feel like we don't have anything to kill anything yet, so let's get one of these. Alright, in here, I always like Holy Fire. It's 5 damage to a creature or a hero, so you can either finish someone off with Holy Fire or you can just finish off a creature. I am probably going to get one Holy Fire just to be safe. Alright, a Banshee. Whenever you play a card, remove the top 3 cards of your deck. Or another Holy Fire. I feel like this is so risky. You can burn out your whole deck. Like in a aggro deck, this would be great, but this isn't an aggro deck. I'm going to go with a Thought Steal. Okay. I'm going to go with another Bone Drake. I feel like Bone Drakes are really solid. I need a way to get up to these. I've got a lot of 6-cast stuff. I just need a way to get up to them. So I feel like I need to get a little bit of removal. And Battlecry freeze an enemy. That seems pretty good for an early. Swap this. Alright, each turn this is in your hand. Swap its attack and health. So you can rush it out as a 6/2, or you can rush it out as a 2/6. And if you rush it out as a 2/6, then we still have another big minion. This is a pretty versatile card. But it could also be bad because you could also get the swap on the wrong turn from when you actually need it. So, I don't know. Battlecry, give your adjacent minions +2/+2. This seems really good for this, but again, I need early cards so I can get to my late stuff. Restore 5 health to a minion and your hero. That seems pretty good for helping me get to later game. Because if this was just healing you, even if it was a high amount, that's pretty bad. But the fact that that can save you from an aggro deck and it can heal up one of your minions late game is really good. Alright, reveal a spell from your deck, summon a random minion with the same cost. So at the moment I have 1-cast spells, so I don't think it's worth it to get that. That would be a really cool card in Constructed if you could have just the right spell, like a really high cast spell and summon like 10 casts. Alright, summon a Death Rattle minion from your hand. I don't really have enough death rattles to make value out of that. I might go with a third Bone Drake, actually. Now, all right, Stubborn Gastropod. Let's see. Taunt Poison, Battlecry, Adapt, and Adapt. What is... Oh, yeah, Adapt gives like a random bonus, right? Or you choose a bonus. Death Rattle summons a 5/1 Revenant. I feel like I need the early game right now. I have a really strong late game with these Bone Drakes. Alright, deal 3 damage, split between all enemies. Now, this one only goes to enemies. That seems really strong. I already have 1 Holy Smite, and I do need a 3 cast, so I think that's going to be really good. Death Rattle will give your opponent 2 coins, but it's a 5/6, so it's like, okay, they get a little bit ahead, but they're still really strong. I always like Light Spawn, because if you buff it up later, it's just a really strong card, and you can keep it healed to increase its damage. Loot Hoarder is always good for these. Spell damage. I don't have much that does damage, so I'm not going to worry about that. And Devour Mind, copy 3 cards in your opponent's deck. I'm going to go with Loot Hoarder. This gives me my curve. And the curve you kind of want to see is more like this. And at the moment, I don't exactly have that curve. So I still need to adjust everything a little bit. Destroy all enemy secrets. I don't think they're going to have a major secret deck. But a 4/6 isn't terrible either. So even if they don't have that, and I don't have any 5 casts at the moment, the gastropods seem good, but it seems like it can also be taken out by just like anything. So I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. But maybe I'll go with it. Just get a little bit more in there. Again, summon Death Rattles. We don't know. I'm going to go with a Pyromancer. And probably a Holy Nova. I have nothing to deal with large amounts. But then again, whenever friendly minion is healed, summon a 3/3 Whelp. See, that seems really good for a for Arena. Just because anything that keeps summoning creatures over and over and over just seems really good. And it's sometimes you don't have removal in Arena. So I'm going to go with that. Battlecry, Restore Health. He's a 4-cast 4/4. Seems easy enough. Deal 6 damage to a dragon. I don't know how likely I'm going to find a dragon, but a 3-cast 4/3 is not bad. And in the one case that I do find a dragon, that might get value. Alright, Witch's Cauldron. After a friendly minion dies, add a random shaman spell to your hand. I don't have a lot of mini things that could die to get those. But the rest of the cards aren't that great. Battlecry summon 2. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Silence gives me an answer to some creatures. That may be something that I need to get. Death Rattle, add a coin. Priestess. I'm going to get 1 Silence just in case if I need it. Because I have no removal really right now other than some Poisonous. Blood Knight, I don't expect to get value out of this. I don't know. I haven't seen very many Divine Shield appear yet, and I don't know how many Paladins we're going to see, so I might not get that. I do think I'm going to go with Unidentified Elixir this time. Yeti was the old value machine, right? Like, Yeti used to be, if you had a Yeti, you had a lot of value. Refresh your hero power. My hero power is just a heal, but a 3-cast 3/4 is really strong. Do I need a 4-cast or a 3-cast more right now? I think a 4-cast. Alright, Death Rattle. Add 2 elementals to your hand. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Get some more value. We're good on 3-casts and 4-casts now. Cannot attack while damaged. Well, that seems kind of bad, actually. Because that thing's, like, going to be easy to keep damaged. Should I go with an Alkali to Pain? Probably. Gives me some draw. Alright. A lot of things that can restore health. Echo, that would give me 2 different creatures for early game. Or I can go with another Holy Fire. Yeah, I'm going to go with another Holy Fire. And finally, the last card in the deck. Grizzly Taunt. Battlecry, lose 1 health for each card in your opponent's hand. But I mean, a 3/12 that's got Taunt is really good. You get that at the right time, I feel like that thing's unkillable. I have nothing to buff it up, though, you know? I mean, but it does get me to endgame, which I do have, like, a bunch of these Bone Drakes and that. So if I could get to endgame, that'd be good. Holy Water, deal 4 damage to a minion. If it kills it, add a copy of it to your hand. Well, that seems really good, too, because you could just get something low enough to where you could finish it off. Oh, this is a rough one. I feel like this is really good because in Arena, they're not going to have enough. And that's going to be hard to kill. But at the same time, getting a copy... Let me just go with the Grizzly. All right. So that is the arena deck that I picked. I'm going to start my first game off, and this will be in this video, and then the next game will likely be in the next video. So we'll see how it goes. Overall, I don't know. My hope is that I can at least break even for the first one. I don't remember. I don't know all the cards, so I don't know what I should be expecting, what I should be worried about. Right now, I'm going to focus on purely just getting value. So we'll see kind of where we're going to end up. Looks like we did find a match. But yeah, I think my whole goal here is just to get value. So we'll see how much value I can get. And that's about it. I'm just going to do my best, try to get value. If I can just, again, if I could just break even, I'm going to be really happy. Because I need to get enough to build a regular deck. So I'm pretty much just going to get rid of everything, I think. I might keep the Light Spawn. I will keep the Dragon Slayer, because if I don't get anything else, I'll at least have a 3-cast and a 4-cast. I do get a coin, which means that the 3-cast could go out pretty early. I've got a Pyromancer I can toss out on turn 2 and then coin out a Light Spawn if I need to. I don't know if I've seen this map before, so I don't know what the clickable things are. I'm going to end turn. I don't want to coin out a Pyromancer. I'd rather have the Pyromancer just regular casted, and then I have the coin if he summons like something with 1 life. I can burn it down. But we'll see. Alright. I can coin out that if I want to, and then it would be 1 life, and then he's going to guarantee trade there. So I may end up doing that. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's forcing him into trading here, and I'm fine with that. And if he doesn't trade here, if he goes face, then I can kill it with my 1-cast, still have my 3/3 out. He can kill both by using this and attacking there and attacking there. But I don't know if he's going to want to do that, because he doesn't know if I have another spell. So we'll see what he decides to do. But most likely he's going to kill my 1/1. I mean, could go for that. Does he have an answer for my 1/1? He doesn't. So he's just trading 3 damage. It's definitely an interesting choice. Does he have a dragon? That is a dragon. Does this work on that? I could get a lot of value here if it does. Yeah, cool. The reason I asked if it worked with that was I didn't know. I know that can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, so I was just double checking that battle cries work. So this actually did gain some value. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting it to gain too much value, honestly. Alright, level 4, he's already used a lot of removals, so I'm likely going to just be using one of these. And I can keep out a 5/5, get some damage out. Then I'll get out a Stegodon so that he can't deal damage to that. I got a cheap shot, which I'm not 100% sure how I got that. I'm guessing it was the copy a card from your opponent's deck, yeah. Yep, so I'm simply going to bring out a taunt. Wait, he has a secret? I didn't know rogues had secrets. I don't know what any of the rogues' secrets are. So should I summon something small first? In case it's a secret that matters. If I summon this, I might be able to do enough damage to where I can cheap shot the minion. I just need to do 1 damage to that. Nice. Okay. I'm going to attack. I don't know. Okay, so what is the secret? When a minion attacks one of your heroes instead it attacks one of its neighbors. Okay. I'm okay losing a 2/1. I can always heal this dude back up and I'll have a 5/5 again. And I can either Stegodon and heal him if needed, or I can just drop out a Bone Drake earlier. Should get a lot of value either way. Oh, he's got a rush out already. Is he going to go for me? Nope. And he's going to coin. Created by Wanted. I was curious where he got the coin. Okay. So how do I want to deal with that? Probably just one of these, maybe? Or should I just... See, that's not going to kill it. I'm going to have to go with that, I think. I feel like Poisonous is like the main removal in Arena right now. I got like 3 cards with Poisonous, but... Throw your weapon at a minion, it deals damage, then returns to your hand. Okay. Seems pretty good. And Poisonous. Okay. I have a couple things to kill this creature, but I may just drop out the Stegodon and let that finish it off. I could freeze it and then go one turn with a Bone Drake maybe, and then hope for the best. I could always freeze it, Bone Drake. This is gonna die to something. He has that boomerang still. Give a minion +2/+2 death rattle. Return this minion to your hand. So I could freeze that, and then I could just buff it up, and then return it to my hand and freeze it again. Let's try that out. And I'm going to copy some of the cards in his hand. You never know. Or in his deck. I don't know. Is that hand or deck? Yeah, opponent's deck. Betrayal. Oh, that could work out. I just need to get it something bigger. He needs to play something big on this side. Or I can use that just to kill. If he does something big, I can kill both of those creatures. We'll see what positions he puts things in. It would be nice to get a betrayal off. And what else did I get? Battlecry, draw the lowest cost minion from your deck. Do I have any other 1 costs? I don't know, but I know I have 2 costs that have poisonous, so that's an option. That's kind of interesting. Again, this would be a cool like combo card if you only had like one cost minion. It was like integral to a specific combo that you had in the deck. I think that would be really neat. This person's taking a little bit. I don't want this video to go too long. Oh, perfect. So I can betrayal. Yeah, so I'm going to betrayal, and I think poison will kill both of them. But what I should do, right, is I should hit this first, and then I should betrayal, so that I can betrayal and holy fire. So let's go with this, and then let's betrayal, and then let's holy fire. I believe does poison work on this? Yes, it does. Awesome. Then we'll holy fire. That clears his board. That gets my life back, as well as that keeps 1 creature on my board. And I can get my Bone Drake out next turn safely, as well as I'd probably just Bone Drake and heal my creature. And then we'll see. Okay, so he finishes off that. Oh, wait. Oh, it's the enemy hero. Yeah, I'm an idiot. He's almost out of cards, though. The great part about that is I'm kind of lowering his steam a little bit. All right. I don't want to heal this. I'd rather just get more value out. So let's just attack, see what the secret is. I think it's that thing where it attacks something else. So we'll see how that goes. I may attack with something that's low damage first so that it doesn't like kill one of my own creatures. I have a lot of death rattles. Maybe I should have gotten that 1 card that that made it to where I could summon a death rattler. Interesting. So I think he's going to get it low enough to where if I attack with it, this Echo thing is unreal. So how long does Echo work? Repeatable the turn you play it. Oh, so you can just use all your mana with it. That's pretty ridiculous. Alright, so what does Sindragosa do? Summons 2/0/1 frozen champions. I'm guessing they have other effects, right? It's not just like a random thing. So I'm going to summon those, and then I'm going to summon some flame elementals. Now what do these guys do? Add a random legendary minion to your hand. Oh, well, that seems really good. So yeah, so I think he's running out of steam, and I'm honestly just building up now because I've got another Bone Drake ready to go. I can freeze one of his minions. I just need to attack with something small first in case that secret is the same secret that he played earlier. Betrayal, sure. I'll have 2 of these. What legendaries do I end up getting? Oh, Nixia and Millhouse. Well, I'm never playing Millhouse, but okay. Interesting. So what does he do? Death Rattle, draw a combo card from your deck. That seems fine to kill him first. I just want to see what this is. Attack one of its neighbors. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted him to do. And now I'm going to clear up this. I don't mind him having a combo card. I will heal my creature, I think. Or do I just want to get out like a Nixie or something? I do think I'm just going to heal it. Do I even need to heal it? Or can I just get out enough value that it doesn't matter? I'm probably just going to go like this. He can kill my 8/2 if he wants to. That's fine. I have other creatures to get out. I could have healed it, but my worry is if his combo card would have been something big that does like 4 damage, then the heal wouldn't matter. Like, I can't remember what it's called, but there's a... Yeah, that would have been enough. He could have killed that anyways. Well, no, because the combo would only been 2 damage. He would have auto-attacked and still took 8 damage. So I guess it doesn't really matter which one I went with. I could have healed and did a Bone Drake, but is that as threatening as all of this? I don't think so. I'm going to clear his board first. Again, I'm kind of just going with value in this deck. Get some damage off really quick, and let's get out just valuable cards. I don't need to heal myself. I don't need to do anything. Should be a pretty easy game now. And we'll just see what he does. I think he's completely ran out of steam. I don't know if this is the best arena deck, because this is only the first game, but I do think it was a good enough arena deck. Alright, Taunt, Death Rattle heals your own hero. So I will use this to take it out. Hit face. Now this turn, it doesn't matter if he has low mana, so I am getting that out first. I'm going to heal this. Because he can only cast 1 spell this turn. Perfect. Okay, so that was me building an arena deck, as well as playing 1 game. I will do a couple of the other games from this arena run and kind of go from there. I will say that the main tips I can give people is feel free to check the tier lists if you don't know the meta at the time, and if you're not used to playing the game, check out these tier lists. Like, use them for what you can. I only used them for my first 2 picks, but you can use it for all of your picks if you want to, and you could really get a good idea of what works and what doesn't. I usually recommend finding tier lists that are made by pro players, but a lot of them don't have time to make them anymore. But if you can find it by like Kripparrian or Trump, you'll be in a really good spot because they're very good arena players. But overall, I wouldn't completely rely on these because, again, let's say you always get these great cards, but they're all really high cost, you could still lose every game. So focus on the curve, but if you're confused, feel free to use the tools that are out there. And if you like this series of me coming back to Hearthstone and trying it out, feel free to toss a subscribe or whatever, comment, whatever you guys want to do. Thank you very much for watching.